According to Dan Wooten today, the King's worst nightmare is Harry and Meghan losing their Netflix deal. So let's ask the cards. Is this the King's worst nightmare? Dan says it's his nightmare because he's worried that Harry and Meghan are going to put more pressure on him to give them money. Joy, abundance, light, beauty. So this is the king. He's a self-made man. This is his gardening, his nature, the things that he's built up. Abundance, yes, he's got abundance, but it's things that he's worked for as well. He did inherit, but then he also expanded that Duchy of Cornwall, and so at the moment he's feeling quite good, secure. But we're asking about how will the king feel if this Netflix deal actually does fail. Uniqueness. There's the Rainbow Bridge, and we all know the Rainbow Bridge is about crossing from the earthly plane to the heavenly plane. So this is a bit of a death card. It could indicate that it could be the end, the straw that breaks the camel's back in their relationship. If they do come cap in hand, if they do come begging, then what else are they going to do? How else are they going to support themselves? How else is the king feeling? This is a card of contemplation. There's the moon revealing some secrets. Very strange animal at the back there, suddenly looking up. I think this is, Harry suddenly realizing that how much financial backing he had when he was in the royal family. Is that a rescue chicken in the back there? Is that a rescue chicken? So this is a bit of a gloomy card. It's meditation, reflecting. So I don't know, I'm not getting nightmare, but I'm getting not happy. We'll read on him in another deck, I think. This deck brings out negative energy more clearly. This is the Shadow and Light deck. And then we'll do Shapeshifters for Harry and Alice in Wonderland for Meghan. How is the king feeling about the news that the Netflix deal may be cancelled? The witch at the end of the world. He thinks that the situation that Harry and Meghan are in, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, is Meghan's fault. Not sure that he's feeling any sympathy. Certainly not feeling any sympathy for Meghan. What else? How else is the king feeling about the potential ending of this? It says here at the bottom, clean up time. He could see this disaster coming. He could see that their acclaim wouldn't last. And quite frankly, just with that look on the face there, he knows that somebody's going to have to help Harry and Meghan financially, and he just doesn't want it to be him. He's fed up, to be honest. He really is fed up. And what else? How else is the king feeling? This is a little bit of a Meghan Markle energy. He could see that she was all flash and no substance, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Again, I'm not getting any sympathy, and pretty much Harry went after the flashy thing that thought was going to make him happy, and he made some bad choices. And really, the king is thinking that Harry needs to clean up his own mess. Underlying energy, the storm angel. Yep. Again, getting that the king thinks Harry brought this on himself, and it's not the king's responsibility to look after him, but he knows from this cleanup card that it probably is going to fall to him. Whenever I have a choking or coughing fit, that's something that the spirit wants to specifically emphasize. So, yep, as reluctant as the king is to help out, he might just have to dip his hand in his pocket and, not happy. So how is Harry feeling about the news about the Netflix contract dwindling? This is my mirroring card. Meghan, he thought Meghan was all that in a bag of chips, as Shanta of Mystical Fortunes would say. He thought she was just the bee's knees, the best thing in the universe, and he's tried to mirror her. He's tried to become like her, but he's not been able to do that, and he sees that as a bit of a failure on his part. He's not been able to be successful in the entertainment industry, which he thought she was. He doesn't realize being more like her is not actually a good thing. What else does make Harry feeling? Albino alligator. This is my white knight. Albino, white alligator. Well, white knight. It says magical protection is necessary, and so Harry thought he was the white knight, taking Meghan, rescuing her away from the royal family. But he's just found that everything's fallen flat, and he's going to need some rescuing. He's realizing now that he's going to need to be rescued. How else does he feel about the situation? How does he feel? Let's ask the card this question. How does he feel about the fact that his dad might have to bail him out? He might have to ask Daddy for money. Remember on that Oprah show, he said, "My father cut me off financially." So basically, he quit his job, but he still expects it to be paid. Oh, Fairy B, my life is sweet. He liked it when he was in the royal family and everything was provided for him. He did not realize how good he had it, and he's actually just still quite petulant. He thinks that because he was born the son of the king, that his father should be paying, even now, should be paying for their existence. So he's like a petulant child, and he just expects it. I don't know if he thinks he deserves it, but he expects to be financially looked after, as he has been all of his life. But he didn't realize when he was looked after, he was actually undertaking royal duties and being part of the royal family, and raising the profile of the royal family, and contributing to the royal family. Even though Meghan allegedly said she can't believe they're not getting paid for being on the royal tour. Well, they had the royal income, and that was what was going to be keeping them in royal style. Okay, Meghan, how does she feel about the news that a Netflix deal might be axed? Wake up! It says, wake up! It's your moment! She thinks that Netflix is lucky to have her. Look how beautiful. She's got this little pout staring straight down the barrel of the camera. All the lovely flowers. God, you see how wonderful I am, how valuable I am, how much I can bring to the table, as she says in her usual word salad way. I don't think she thinks they're going to be axed. I think she thinks they are lucky to have her. Does she think they're going to be axed? This is my Queen Elizabeth disapproving of Meghan card. It is time to talk sense. So a part of her knows that potentially, oh no, she thinks that if they get axed, it's going to be the royal family's fault. The royal family has spoken nonsense into Netflix's ear, and that's the only reason why Netflix might withdraw this contract, is because of the royal family. She likes to blame other people. We've seen that in various interviews. She likes to blame other people. Remember when she said they would only let me wear muted tones like beige because they didn't want me to overshadow the other women in the family? Nonsense. And this is also the royal family knows that if the deal falls through, it's really their own faults. What do you think? Do you think the Netflix deal is dead? Do you think they're going to be asking the king for money? Do you think this is the king's worst nightmare? We'll pull a couple more cards for Meghan, and then we'll go on to some future cards. Please do comment in the comments below. It really helps the channel to be shown to other people. And when we get to 250 subscribers, I'm going to be doing that free animal spirit read for all the subscribers. I'll do that on a live broadcast. So, Meghan, what does she think about having to ask King Charles for money? This is her make-believe. This is her being a sort of a pretend royal. This is like the child who's sitting in their bedroom, putting on a plastic crown. She's not happy with the way royalty turned out to be. She thought royalty was going to be something different. She thought royalty was going to be all parties and jewelry and adulation, which it was in the beginning. They were absolutely adored, but she didn't want to have to work for it, and she thinks that being a fake royal, being doing all these tours and things. I don't want to say tours because they're not tours. Holidays, pretending to be tours. She thinks that should pay her way, and she's very stubborn about it. She can't understand why she's not more financially successful. So, one more card about Meghan. What does she think about asking the king for money? I'm thinking this other card here thinks she's thinking they should be paying her anyway, just because she married into the royal family. This might be the end of the line for Meghan. It might be the end of the line for Meghan. Okay, we'll pull a futures card. Golden futures. I'll pull one for the king, one for Harry, and one for Meghan. Please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't. It really helps out the channel. Okay, what is the king's future according to the golden future cards? Leisure and sport. This is kind of giving me retirement vibes. This is the last thing he needs at this time in his life. He's been unwell, and he wants to just relax and enjoy his life. He wants to walk away from the headaches. I'm getting from this that he's not going to be all that invested in trying to fix whatever problem Meghan and Harry have got themselves into. So, Harry, jump shift your life. This is, I don't know, to me, this is Harry is living in the clouds. He's living in a dream almost. He's not really grounded. He's not in reality. I don't know if this, allegedly and for entertainment purposes only, I don't know if this relates to substance abuse. I don't know if this is him still pretending or still trying to make a go of it, even if deals are cancelled, because he's had this sort of fairy tale view of life, what his life was going to be like with Meghan, and he can't admit it. Maybe he can't admit it to himself, and he certainly can't admit it to others, that he failed, that he made the wrong decision, that his family, when they said, be careful, just go slow with this person, you don't really know them, he can't admit to himself, and he certainly can't admit to the world that he was wrong. And they actually, by saying that, they were looking out for him, and basically he brought it all on himself. So he's living in a bit of a dream world, and it's going to take him a while to come to a realization that things are quite as bad as they are for him. This is Meghan. Very sort of strong masculine energy here, and the subtitle here says, expand your gifts and powers. So I'm wondering if she's almost ready to move on to somebody else, somebody who is more powerful than Harry, somebody who's got more energy, more money, somebody who's got some followers, acolytes. I'm getting from this very, very rich kind of billionaire kind of vibes. Maybe she's going to realize that she's milked the royal family for all she can get, and she's not really going to get anything further from them. So this is not me. This card is not giving me vibes of Meghan going cap in hand to the royal family and begging for money. This is more she's going to find greener pastures, which might not be the worst thing for poor Prince Harry. He's really been through the ringer. So what do you think? Please like if you do and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one.